Where is my passion, purpose? Where can I find it? Where is my passion, purpose? Where can I find it? Where is my passion, purpose? Where can I find it? Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it? Dr. Walls and friends. Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it? Dr. Walls and friends. I find passion, purpose, inspiration too. At Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it. Dr. Walls and friends. Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it. You're watching Dr. Walls and Friends with Danny Day Watson, singer-songwriter. How are you doing today?
I am blessed. I have no complaint whatsoever.
So I just had the opportunity to see you do a photo shoot at Hats by Bun.
Yes.
Up here in Harlem.
Serious honor. Love the hats, love Bun, love the whole energy of Harlem.
Yes.
I've enjoyed it.
So tell the audience a little bit about yourself. What type of music do you do?
I do what I call universal music. It's soul music. It's meant to kind of help you grow, help you find you, help you love you. You know, it's music intended to, I guess, cross whatever barriers we have set up by this society that bring us and make us separate and make us dislike ourselves, and kind of quiet that and make us remember love.
Beautiful,
first, you know?
Beautiful, yes. So now for people to follow you and find you, how can they do that?
They can find me on Facebook. Danny Day Watson is my name on Facebook. You can also find me through Divine Interventions, which is a duo that I'm a part of. Also on Facebook, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Also Good Positive Music, lots of reggae music.
Excellent, excellent.
Soul music.
And that's Divine with an E, right?
Divine with an E.
D-E-V-I-N-E.
Yes.
Interventions, and Danny, D-A-N-I-D-A-I.
Yes. Watson.
All
Yes.
right, excellent. Well, it was wonderful meeting you. This is what's so great about coming to Harlem. You never know who you're going to meet.
It's the truth. You gotta come
Yes.
prepared.
Yes.
So I'm very, very pleased and happy to meet you as well.
And
It's a
we look
blessing.
forward to having a further interview at another time when you're
Yes.
not jumping on the train.
Yes.
Okay?
Definitely.
All right, so remember this face, remember this voice. Next time we're going to have her do some poetry and sing some songs and
Happily.
know her a little bit more.
Yes, happily.
All right. Great.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. And we'll be back shortly on Dr. Walls and Friends.
The Greatest Soul Journey by Dr. Kathleen E. Walls is a workbook-style journal designed to assist you in taking an honest look at your life. This journal will provide you with clarity and help you assess your life, your relationships, your thoughts and beliefs, and the ways in which you are working toward your greatest life. For copies of The Greatest Soul Journey, go to AskDrWalls.com. That's AskDrWalls.com. And remember, live your greatest life.
Welcome back to Dr. Walls and Friends, here live in Harlem at Hats by Bun on UCCN. And we are returning with performance artist Tracy. Say your middle, say the rest of it.
Tracy Viejela Pierre.
Viejela Pierre. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And her beautiful daughter Harmony. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Now, you know, Sisters in Harmony with Harmony right here in the middle. We couldn't ask for anything more, could we? So now, I heard your mom talk about her mother and the creativity that she has. I heard your mom talk about her creativity. Now, does the creativity run in the family?
Yeah, it runs in my mom and dad's family and comes back to me.
Okay, and so tell us about yourself.
Well, when I was little, like at 2 or 3 years old, me and my mom used to perform. Even before I was born, we would perform because she would be dancing while I was in her.
In the belly? Yes.
And as I grow up more, I start to like see my art more, like my poetry and my dancing. I become more free and don't judge people because I want to be on stage and they're on it.
Yes.
So I think I'm progressing a lot.
Wonderful. Now, when you perform, when you express yourself through the arts, what does that do for you? How does that make you feel inside?
Well, when I first started, it used to make me feel nervous because I was like, that's a lot of people, and I don't know them.
That's right.
So it would be hard for me to perform in front of people I don't know. And as I started to grow up, I started to get used to the people, and like either I would stare at someone that I know in the audience, or I would think of something, because I daydream a lot, so I have a lot of things to think about. Or I just get distracted, so it makes it easier for me to perform.
That's great advice, because I work with a lot of young people, and many times they do get nervous when they have to get in front of people. And so I think those are some great tips for them. Any other suggestions you have for them?
I don't know.
No, you're not sure? I think those 3 were really good. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Your mom's going to actually do a performance piece for us. All right, so we're going to step aside and let her get to it. Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Blanc, dépassé. Souris, pi belle, de ça, artiste a tracé. Ou, c'est une belle femme, mais moi connais ou souffrir avec nom ou ap gade m'prend place ou ti crasse, pas ti crasse dans chaque jour. White as can be. Smile as beautiful as can be. You are a beautiful lady, but I know you suffered with me, for I've seen you hovering over me, trying to grasp why your husband would have me breastfeed yours baby. You are his wife, but I am his lady of choice in the bedroom. And there is no room for explanations when I give birth to a baby caught between 2 nations. And you clearly understand the implications of adultery. But you cannot seem to fathom his fascination with my cookie. But the truth is, he raped me. He touched me, I cried. I ran, he fought me, I'd rather die. But I have my family. Look at me. I am just like you. I put on my shoe 1 foot at a time. I too sing my baby lullabies and nursery rhymes. Lemons and limes are often confused. Nonetheless, they both can be used for vitamin C. So see me as I am, a woman, beautiful and free. And although I was brought here in shackles and thrown at the bottom of a boat next to barrels of liquor, I've remained sober through the years. And I have seen your tears and the fears you have for your family are the same I have for mine. Only time can tell who the real slave is inside.
I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls.
And I'm Latanya Moore.
And you are watching Dr. Walls and Friends on the Umoja Communications Network.
Welcome back. You just heard that amazing and breathtaking piece by Tracy. Tell us about that piece.
That piece is a part of a whole show that I wrote. It's a one-woman show called Slave Be Still. And I don't know if the direction of the piece is obvious, but it's written in a perspective of what an African woman is saying to the Caucasian woman, and how her feelings and her connections and her similarities and the pain that they're both going through because of the duality of lives and thoughts and truths that they obviously see.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Now, you started off the show speaking in a non-English language. Tell us about that skill.
Well, while I was living in Haiti for 2 years, I performed that one-woman show, and I looked to translate the whole play in Creole. And I soon find out you cannot translate poetry. It has to be rewritten.
Wow.
So I translated it, and then once I finished translating using Google and nothing made sense, I took a couple of lines that made sense, and I stayed within the theme of the poem and rewrote it.
Okay.
And then with poetically within, the Creole language. And it was a phenomenal experience to turn that whole play into Creole performance. And it was a moving performance in Haiti. It wasn't videotape, because I was running and hustling and trying to get the flyers out and the movement going and everything else that was dealing with the set design. But it was inspiring to be able to perform that with the people of Haiti and to hear their reaction.
I was going to ask you, what was their response to that?
Wow, there were people that were telling me nobody could move during the performance. They were like a baby. There was like a Caucasian baby in the room. She started to cry. They were like, everyone went crazy. Like, they thought so. And someone said, you know what, you could have started a riot up in there. Because along with that play, I also showed little pieces and scenes from Uncle Sam's cabin.
Wow.
And it was silently done against Haitian music, and it was very moving, and it moved me. Actually, my daughter was in it too. She actually moved me more than anything in moments of the show where I was running crazy and trying to get costume on, and when I looked at her on stage while I was off stage, I saw she was poised and ready, and it reminded me how we were in the right place, and everything was not in my hands, which was a good thing.
Yes. Yes. It is. It's a very powerful piece. There's a stillness right here, right now. And in that moment, I just have to give tribute to our ancestors. And
well, I know you would take your hat off to me if you were wearing
if I was wearing a bun hat.
If you were wearing a bun hat, you would take your hat off.
You are absolutely right. But it's, and the fact that you've opened yourself to receive that message to share with us is powerful, because that's a powerful message.
Thank you so much. I remember when that piece was written, it was actually a very funny show. I wanted to use the word awkward. I put out the flyers. It was my second one-woman show. I put out the flyers for the show to be done, and the dates. The show had not been written.
Oh, wow.
This was actually the first time that I invoked spirit to be with me at a certain time, where usually I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, I hope you find me. I'm about to fall.
Right.
And this was when, like, okay, we have a show to write. And I didn't think the show was going to be as good, because usually I'm inspired to write poetry. I don't make any demands on spirit, like, we are going to write a poem today. It usually just comes. And this show, I was like, no, we have a show in 2 months, and we have to write. We have to write. We have to write. And that particular piece came in a car, and I was singing with a friend of mine, and all of a sudden the words started coming out, and then the accent started coming out, and then everything was like, whoa, this piece is about to be written.
Yes.
And the whole show, I was happy to see that not only I'm not at the mercy of spirit, but spirit wants to be there.
That's right.
And that was just like, I had never experienced anything like
Wow.
that, and I continue to want to find that and or be present at it, not to look for it. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, one of the things that you do is you also host a bilingual radio show.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Well, I guess it was perfect that I did that poem.
It was perfect.
Yes, I actually co-host
Yes,
with Dr.
co-host.
Moja,
Yes.
and we host it together, and it's a beautiful synergy, because he's very energetic with wanting to know more about the Creole culture. My mother comes in, which is Chef Mireille Etienne.
Yes.
Phenomenal chef, went to culinary school in Florida, and didn't have to do that. Like, who would do that? She was like the queen chef in the house and still wanted the paper, and that's the integrity she has
Yes.
for wanting to just bring her art form to the platform where people will respond to it because the paper is there. And we have her and we have artists on, and we come on and we speak about, right now it's mainly the Haitian culture because that's where I'm from.
Yes.
And we're looking to bring other parts of the Caribbean, and actually we mix it because with Dr. Umoja, he always brings in the aspect of St. Lucia and what they're doing there. And we also speak about Proverbs, which as a poet for me is like always phenomenal.
That's honey.
It's honey, it really is. It is to dissect Proverbs, and we have a ball doing it. So I hope you all will watch and actually continue to listen, because watching will be the second portion of that as that comes soon. But continue to listen to it, and we want to have more artists come on. So if you're an artist, definitely seek us out for this show.
And that's on Speaking to Harmony. And which are you on Thursday or Tuesday?
It's actually on a Thursday. It's the second Thursday.
Second Thursday of every month.
Yes.
On Speaking to Harmony.
8 o'clock.
From 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Now tell the people where they can get a hold of you if they would either like for you to come perform at their school or location.
Thank you.
Or where you're
I
also
take
gonna
my
be
hats off to
performing.
you.
All right, thank you
my
very
hair
much.
was combed under. I would have. Well, I am Tracy Vierge-Lapierre, and you can find me at ghettogetup.com. You can also contact me through my email, which is womb2world@yahoo.com. That's WOMB, the number 2 world, WORLD, @yahoo.com. And you can find me on YouTube if you want to look at some of my videos. And I also have t-shirts like the one I'm wearing. I am African, no hyphen, no hype, logo on the back. And I also sell photography from IET, which is political, at the same time artistic, to bring to the forefront some, not issues, but progressive thoughts that are happening in the country. So please continue to look for me as I am looking for you.
Wonderful. So now how would we say until we meet again?
Oh, Alpita.
Alpita?
Oui, Alpita.
Alpita?
Yes.
And we'll see you again on Dr. Walls and Friends.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls, and I'm standing here with Miss Mary May, marriage and family therapist and owner of, I love the way she says it, so I'm going to let her say it, owner of
Butterfly Love Consultations.
And tell us about Butterfly Love Consultations.
Butterfly Love provides consultation, training, and workshops, as well as relationship counseling. So it's a combination of transforming the soul into empowering and pouring in spirit to do something different.
Woo! I like that. Now, you know you're going to make me pull out my tambourine app and shake it. Okay, look.
Yes.
Well, while you tell people about what kind of information you have here on the table, I'll pull up that app.
Okay, that
Okay.
sounds good. So what I have available for us today is I wanted to make it clear in regards to trauma and healing and who is actually impacted. So I have a handout that has what the general things are, because in society we're imposed and impacted by different events every single day that is natural, that can have a trauma effect that we need to heal from, as well as the words hurt, and we have to be patient and calm around what words we say to people, because that deepens the character and the ways that people actually enact and empower themselves in professional as well as personal relationships. So I currently have groups forming now for people understanding all the different vicarious ways that trauma impacts them, but then for them to unpack the layers of the onion to find out how to resolve the conflict they have.
Yes, resolving that conflict within.
Within, yes.
And on that note,
that tambourine.
there's that tambourine,
Yes.
as always. So
Yes.
now for people to get in contact with you, what's the best way?
The best way, they can find me on Facebook, Butterfly Love Consultations. They can also follow me on Twitter. The spelling is a little different. It's BUTTAFLY_love, and that's LUV. They can also find me on Relationship Flow on Facebook, as well as Psychology Today under Mary May.
And is there a telephone number where they can reach you?
There is a phone number they can reach me at. It is 267-354-4494.
Give it to them one more time.
267-354-4494.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank
we'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
You'll see Mary shortly on the panel
I
discussion.
look forward to the great discussion.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be back shortly. Welcome to Dr. Walls and Friends, and we are live here at the Impact Hub in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I am here with one of our fabulous vendors, Miss Sonia. Sonia, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Oh, so now tell us about what are we, all this bling bling and shiny things?
So again, my name is Sonia, and I own Glitz and Glam Couture, costume jewelry. There's something for everyone here, you know, for all walks of life, be it professional or a night out on the town. There's something for everybody and at affordable prices.
Wonderful. Now, how can people get a hold of you? Is there a website or phone number?
Website is under construction
Okay.
still, but my telephone number is 215-667-7399. And this is a mobile business, so I do a lot of vending, but I do come to homes or, you know, events and...
Sell your wares.
I'm sorry?
I said, and sell your products.
Yes,
Sell your wares.
yes, on wheels.
Gotcha. Glitz and glamour on wheels.
Yes, that
I
would be
love
me.
it. All right. Well, give your phone number one more time.
Once again, my number is 215-667-7399.
All right. And we'll be back shortly because I have to do some shopping now. We'll be back shortly on Dr. Walls and Friends. Welcome to Dr. Walls and Friends, and we're live here at the Impact Hub for Domestic Awareness Month. And I'm here with Leandra and David from
Herbalife.
Herbalife. And now tell us a little bit about Herbalife.
Well, as Herbalife members, we're health coaches. We try to make impact in our community where we go around and impact like people that's trying to get healthy and try to get fit. That just need help in that aspect as well. So we just throw fit camps and, you know, try to do it that way.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Anything you want to add to? You were talking a little bit off camera about the fit camps that
Yes.
you do.
So what we do is fit camps for the community. It's free, and basically it's just about motivation, letting people know that they can lose the weight, that they can just be more than what they think they are in life. So that's basically what our fit camps are, and it's for the community.
That is wonderful. So now, if people are interested in buying Herbalife products, and I was so fascinated because I always think of them as just like food and multivitamins, but I understand there's also perfume and what else did you tell me?
we have
Lotion, shampoo?
Yes, we have skin care. We have products for just about anything.
Wow.
You know, so and that's basically.
Okay. So now if people want to find out more about Herbalife or if they want to contact you about the Fit Camp, what's the best way for them to get into contact with you?
Well, we have a page called Legacy Nutrition. That's the name of our nutrition club. That you can go visit. You can get in contact with any of us through there.
All right. Perfect. Well, you heard it right there. So, as I always say, live your greatest life, and we know that nutrition and fitness is part of that. We'll be back shortly on Dr. Walls and Friends. I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls, and I'm here with Miss Ann Brown, and she's joining us today for Domestic Violence Awareness Month down at the Impact Hub. And you have some information here. You're providing people with some information about domestic violence.
Yep. I belong to E9 Tabernacle Baptist Church, and our church has a support group for women who are impacted by domestic violence. It's a safe haven, and we have plenty of literature here. We're about educating women and letting them know that God does not condone domestic violence.
I know that's right. Of all times, I'm not walking around with my tambourine. When I get excited, I shake a tambourine, but I do keep an app on my phone. So it's so important. So I'm glad that you have information here. I see that there's some 24-hour domestic violence hotline handouts for people. What other handouts do you have here for them?
We have a handout pertaining to love, letting people know what love is and what it's not.
Good.
We have information about predators, what to look for predators pertaining to domestic violence. We also have a short story from one of our members who wrote a short story about her experience with domestic violence. And we also have information for teens.
Wonderful.
Because domestic violence is prevalent among teens.
Yes, yes. Well, Ann, thank you so much for being here today and sharing this information.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back shortly. And I'm sitting here with one of my favorite people, Dr. Farouk Iman. Farouk, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Now, Dr. Iman is just a holistic healer. I think that's the best way I'd like to describe you.
Yeah, it's part
Would
of
you
it.
agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And he's going to be doing a discussion in a couple weeks on male-female relationships. So can you tell the people a little bit about what they can expect that day?
Yeah, we're going to talk about male-female relationships from an African-centered perspective, and it's a little different, very different from a European perspective, because European perspective comes with individualism, materialism, and over competition. But that's not very good for relationships.
No,
They have a tendency to break apart.
I would think so.
So we're going to look at it from our traditional African ways and let folks know that if they are coming together, because you're basically talking about two strangers coming together, trying to form a relationship and a life,
Yes.
perhaps, further on down the road. So how do you do that? I mean, what questions do you ask?
That's right.
And are you asking the right questions? And I can go on, but yeah, that's essentially some of the things that we're going to talk about.
Now, when you say coming from an African-centered psychology perspective, what does that mean?
That means that African psychology, or our Africans, believe in community, believe in togetherness, and what a lot of folks talk about when they talk about the relationships, they only talk about from their perspective. What we want to get to is, what is your team perspective?
Yes.
What are you doing together to promote the relationship? So African-centered basically is talking about community. This old saying in African psychology or African philosophy says, I am only because we are. And since we are, therefore I am. You're right.
Yes.
So we are tied together spiritually and many other ways as well.
Yes, yes. So this event is going to take place on November 1st?
November 1st.
From what time?
From 1 to 3,
And
1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
And the location?
Shelton and Green. It's the Joe Coleman Library, Free Library of Philadelphia,
All right.
located at the Shelton and Green.
Now, you do a lot of other workshops as well. You do workshops regarding attention deficit disorder, also sometimes health and nutrition as
Yes,
well.
absolutely.
And so if people would like to find out what workshops you have coming up, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
You can call me at area code 215-473-1040, or they can email me at my name, Farouk Iman, at yahoo.com.
All right, and that's F-A-R-U-K,
Q.
U-Q, excuse me. Where'd that come from? F-A-R-U-Q-I.
M-A-N at yahoo.com.
Perfect. And give them the phone number one more time.
215-473-1040.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Iman.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right. We'll be back. Welcome to Dr. Walls and Friends. I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls, and I am here with a woman who has been making people's mouths water all day. And they have been trying to figure out words to describe what they have experienced from you. So please introduce yourself to the audience and know her name and her race. We're hearing from her every third Tuesday of the month. Yes. So, okay? Yes. So tell the people about yourself and the name of your business.
My name is Joe Golanita, and I am the owner and head chef of the Wild. We specialize in Afro-Fusion cuisine. We have a host of services from private dining and home spa treatments to personal chef services. We cater dinner menu 3, 5, 7 days at a time. We do Friday office lunch deliveries, as well as platter production on the weekend. So we have quite a host of services with us. We say food and cooking is a means of ancestral generation and intergenerational transmission. Most of our recipes, at least at its base, have been in our family for 5 generations.
Oh, wow.
And I say at its base because then we fuse them with other techniques.
Yeah.
So I changed some of the things. Most of our desserts haven't been changed. We still sip the flour, grate the carrots. There's no process outside of our hands.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm a firm believer in people doing what they do well and doing what they love to do. And from the murmurs that I have heard about people, yes, all the generations, all the ancestors,
they are there with the cook. You know what I mean? It is said that just the mere remembrance of what your ancestors did prepare, when you use the techniques that they use and the ingredients that they use, they're there. My very little girls are raised. Everybody puts their hands on it. I said, well, baby, how are you going to get the love in if you don't touch it? So it's our prayers, it's the love that we put into our food that makes us stand apart.
Yes, yes. You know, it's so interesting that you say that. I have a mentee who often cooks for me, and I can tell when she had a good day and when she didn't.
I don't cook when I have that.
And I told her, don't do that because you can taste it.
Yes, you can taste it. It's more than ingredients that go in.
And so giving people contact information so that they can order some of this delicious food from you.
By all means, like our Facebook page, we have our full menu, all the descriptions, you get all of our promotional material, and Waza, WWA company. Find us on Facebook, and Waza at gmail.com. Yeah, send us an email, get on our mailing list, special. Deliver to your inbox every Sunday.
Well, thank you so much. And of course. And I'm getting ready to get my eat on, but you will hear her again on this Tuesday. Actually, it's the third Tuesday of the month. And you're going to provide us with a meal of the month.
Yes, we are doing spinach and portobello with a hummus cream sauce as an alternative.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it right here. So we'll see you again real soon on Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it. Dr. Walls and friends. I find passion, purpose, inspiration too. At Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it. Dr. Walls and friends. Dr. Walls and friends, where I find it.